Good morning, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Sam and I'll be your cook today. Today is a very special day because not only is this the first YouTube cooking video I'm doing, it is also the first in a series of videos on how to make the most of the food you get through the WIC programs, Women, Infant, and Children. Today I'm going to be making a quiche, which is great for WIC because its three main ingredients are eggs, milk, and cheese. Three classic WIC ingredients. Start again. The first thing we're going to do is make the crust, which is a regular pie crust. If you've never made a pie crust before, don't worry. It's a lot easier than the recipes make it sound. If you feel you don't have the time or you don't want to make the pie crust, you can buy them at the store, usually in the frozen section, a pre-made frozen pie crust. We're going to start with 1 1/4 cups of flour. 1 1/4 cup of flour. To that we are going to add 1/3 of a cup Crisco. Bam. About a teaspoon or so of salt. Then we're going to take this, which is a pastry cutter, work in the shortening into the flour. You're just cutting it in until the whole thing resembles, well, the instructions say coarse cornmeal or small peas or things like that. You want it to look about. The great thing about video is I can show you that. See, it's kind of shaggy, coarse, like that. At this point, all the recipes tell you to add 3 or 4 tablespoons of ice water. Now that is completely unnecessary to make a little thing of ice water or to put water in the freezer until it gets really cold and all that kind of stuff. So we're not going to do that. What I do is I just turn on the cold water tap and I let it run for a bit until it gets nice and cold. So now that the water is running nice and cold, I just get about, what was this? This was the 1/3 cup measure. Just get some water in there, sprinkle it in, and then we use a fork and toss it around. A little more water. As soon as it gets to the point where you can pick it up and make a nice little ball of it, then you're done. You have enough water in there. And we just form this into a ball. So again, all the recipes will tell you form it into a ball, wrap it in plastic wrap, and refrigerate for some number of hours. Again, completely unnecessary. So we're going to roll it out now. We're not going to cut right up against the dish. We're going to cut a little bit out. Okay, good enough. And we save those. I'll show you what to do with those later. And now, what you're going to do with these edges is you're just going to sort of fold them up so that it's resting. See, along here, rests on the edge of the pie dish. If there's extra dough, don't worry about it, just work it in there. Now if you want to be fancy, you can do this around the edges. 2 fingers and a knuckle. If when you're putting it in the pie dish, there's an area where there's like a crack or an area that's uncovered. Oh, see, look, right there. See that crack? All I have to do really is just sort of massage it back together. If I need a little extra material, I just grab some of that, massage it on there. If it's not sticking, you can just wet your finger a little bit and it'll stick. Looking good, and I just throw it in the refrigerator while I preheat the oven to 350 degrees. All those trimmings you cut off, there. Beautiful. Little sugar. Little cinnamon. My oven is all heated up now, which means my pie crust has been in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes. And so now I'm going to just throw it in the oven. So we're just going to throw it in. We're going to throw this in as well. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes, so I think the pie crust is ready to come out. And we'll take these out too. So while this is cooling down now, we're going to make the filling. So the basic quiche filling is 4 eggs, 2, 4, beat with a whisk, 1.5 cups of milk. Oops, that spills a little. That's alright. Mix that up. A little bit of salt. That might be a little too much. Just go like this and woo, put the rest back. Grind or 2 of pepper. There you go. Mix that up a little bit. And that is all that quiche is, right there. 4 eggs, 1.5 cups of milk, little salt and pepper. So now that the crust is all cooled down, mostly, and we've got the mixture made, we're going to add, like I said, the great thing about quiche is you can put whatever you want in it. You could put vegetables, you could put meat, you could put leftover meat, you can put leftover hamburgers, just chop them up a little bit. You could put sauteed mushrooms, caramelized onions. The possibilities are limitless. Yesterday being Thanksgiving, if I really wanted to go nuts, I could have put in a little stuffing in there with the turkey, and maybe a few little dollops of cranberry. Let's see, what else was there? Oh, sweet potatoes. You know, you could make a whole Thanksgiving quiche, a Thanksgiving leftover quiche, and that would be just awesome. Just to keep things simple, I just did the turkey and the cheese. While the quiche is cooking, you can nibble on this. You can tell your children about it if you want, or not. Got good. The quiche has been in for about half an hour, so I'm going to check to see if it's done yet. Take a knife, right in the middle. I want to check over here too. It looks like it may not have cooked evenly. Nope, it's all done. If you check and it comes out with eggy stuff all over the knife, then it's not done. You need to put it back in for another 10 minutes or so and check again. And there you have it. One beautiful, yummy quiche.